am going to tell you is a little bit about the law in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. If you're watching this video and you're at Florida, this doesn't apply to you, okay? So my friends in California, this isn't it. But if you're a Commonwealth of Pennsylvania resident, you should understand Chapter 5. When I say Chapter 5, I'm specifically talking about Chapter 5 of the Pennsylvania Crimes Code. That chapter is entitled Principles of Justification. I'm not going to read all the text. This is just how much you're allowed to use force. It's 3 pages. It looks pretty much like any other legal document, but Chapter 5, specifically sections 505 and 506. Can you use force to protect yourself? Absolutely. Can you use deadly force to protect yourself? You most assuredly can. Chapter 505 and Chapter 506 talk about principles of justification, specifically when you can and when you can't use deadly force. We have a stand your ground law in Pennsylvania. We also have a castle doctrine law in Pennsylvania. You should familiarize yourself. So what I've done is I've linked all this information on our website, www.urbansurvivortraining.com. Go to the last page, on target, click on it. The Uniform Firearms Act is there, talking to you about when you do and when you don't need a permit, who can and who cannot own a gun. And Chapter 5 is there. Read the section on use of force. Read the section on the use of deadly force. And a firearm in Pennsylvania is considered the use of deadly force. So if you're going to arm yourself with a gun, arm yourself with the knowledge about when that gun can and cannot be used. They'll talk about things like protecting yourself inside your dwelling, which is your home or your place of business. You need to know those things long before you ever have a deadly force encounter. We don't want you to have a deadly force encounter, but we train for that.